Now, so bit of a delay on this one, but yeah, my round 2 of this, round 1 netted me 40 points, which is pretty cool, like given the fact that I'm in a tier 2 group. That's in the key zone, but yeah, this car is really awesome. And one thing I've noticed is that on the global version of this Grand Prix, they actually gave only 1 blueprint for the end of the practice quests, whereas on the Switch we're getting 3 per time. So yeah, I'm already kind of shooting towards that 4th star of a car. Now, I do know the fact that this car isn't exactly like a king, and it's very, very similar to the Pagani. But again, just in terms of usefulness, I've really been enjoying this car and definitely want to get my hands on it at least 4 stars. Now, this Grand Prix reappears a second time as well, or well, at least it did on Global. So what I'm thinking is if I just bring it up to the 4 stars now, and then I can be looking at getting other blueprints from this event, and also the possibility of the second time around this one comes getting up to 5 or even 6 stars depending on my token situation at the time. So yeah, I was definitely going to boost this one up to 4 now, just to net the key anyway for certainty as the Grand Prix goes on, because yeah, today's track is in Himalayas, I think it is, and yeah, it's definitely one that's kind of benefited from having more of a boost to the car as opposed to just some of those shorter tracks that you see later on. But yeah, I said I'd blast open a few more of these packs and see. Worst case scenario with this, it would take me 7,500. I think I've worked it out to get to the 4th star. So yeah, that would be pretty costly. But we'll see kind of how I do with these, and hopefully get some decent luck. I haven't actually seen a jackpot in a event or Grand Prix in some time. Definitely one could be said to be overdue, but at the same time I have had relatively decent enough luck with these at the same time. So 6 from the first one, that saved me 750 tokens in a way. Let's see, get 1 extra pack, why not? What's the worst that can happen? Yeah, with these I always kind of take the shot, because at 35 tokens per one of those packs in that, yeah, I always kind of open up those anyway, because like, yeah, with the half price effectively for 2 packs, even at 10% drop chance, it's still always kind of worth it in my opinion, if you have the 75 tokens obviously left over to get the extra chance at a couple of blueprints. Let's see, 6 from the first. Oh, and yeah, I still have the trade bonus in effect as well from my legend pass. That's gone on for, I think, is it about another week and a small bit. But yeah, so getting some extra benefit from all of those that get mulched out from that. Ooh, 18 out of 44. Yeah, I'm still in need of at least about 26 or so blueprints for that, I think. But yeah, like I said, I think at the start of this I was like 30 away from it, which would, yeah, at worst case scenario be 7,500 tokens, which would be obviously quite bad. But there we go, another 3 as an extra, and the guaranteed. Oi, that's gonna help a lot with saving some tokens in this one. A jackpot as the guaranteed reward, that's pretty cool. So that's 36 out of 44, so just missing 8 then to get it to the 4th star. So could potentially happen here with 3 trees. Let's see, I'm not sure. I'm gonna like try and summon more luck, but hopefully this will be just 1,500 more tokens there, because I'd imagine I will definitely, or no, there is at least 3 sets in this one, because yeah, that's the star up icon. Perfecto, just on pretty much the amount needed, so not too bad there. That's like about 5 or so 10 packs, and yeah, 4th star of this car, bring it up to 3.8k. Definitely more in line with kind of, yeah, what I want to be coming away from this Grand Prix with the car at anyway. And boom, pretty number 63. Yeah, I mentioned this in the other video about this as well, but like the decals for this aren't exactly something I'm going crazy for, because of the fact that like I think that standard look of the car just looks really amazing with the founding date of Lamborghini 1963 all down the side of the car. I definitely kind of prefer that one to the actual to those decals with the 1, 2 and 3, and I have to say a fairly low res image on the side of those decals as well. But yeah, that's that car at 4 stars, so time to tune her up. And yeah, so like 59 blueprints then to the next star after this, and that is realistically outside of the scope of what I'm going to do with tokens in this one. I'd say anyway, I'm quite fine with it at this star. What I'll probably do is over the next week or so while this Grand Prix is going on, I'll just soak up some of the blueprints from those packs that you get every 3 hours or every 4 hours, and yeah, I'll be obviously getting the practice from each stage as well. So hopefully they give another 3 blueprints for that, so you've got another 4 stages or so to come. And yeah, so you'd be talking about 4 times 3, 12 other blueprints for that. So it's going to push it along the way towards the start of the 5th star anyway. But I probably won't get that in this Grand Prix. I will be more than likely taking it away from this one in at 4-star state, and then looking at bringing it to the 5th star, like I said, when this Grand Prix returns later on in this year. And yeah, that's it up to 3776 actually, yeah, because of the fact that I'm missing epic import parts for this one. As of right now, I still haven't had any luck with getting those from those packs. I've seen some people in my club have actually got them already, so there is the potential of putting just 2 epics I guess into this one. Is that? Yeah, so an acceleration and a handling epic can be taken at the 4th star at least. Would be cool to get one to slap in there to acceleration. Really love that stat. But I'm going to give this one a race as a practice and then see how it gets on at the 4th star and then bring it for the live run. Now, so going to do a quick practice blast here in the fresh out tuned up 4-star version of this car and give it a run, see how I get on this, and then go into the live ones. And yeah, I have this frozen route track is definitely going to show the difference between stock and tuned versions of this car. I mean, the launch difference there is just kind of undeniably so much stronger in this version of the car. Then you can see the person in presumably a lesser start version of this car at this stage, because I don't think anyone else has brought this one up to 4. Missed a near miss on the right hand side there, silly, but just as long as we miss going into the car here, I'll be happy with this S-turn. Shockwave along the lights, ooh, bit low, not too bad if it's in practice still. And yeah, gonna see imperfect anytime you're airborne here coming down this straight. Gonna pick up both these nitro containers and shockwave then off this ramp if possible. Ooh, just shy the shockwave, but still decent enough to fill up most of that meter. Bring it out for a second and then imperfect just over the edge of the hotel. Drift, shockwave, finish line, 1. Nice. It's under the 112, and that's even with missing the shockwave on coming around that corner. Whoa, that thing's a lot faster at the 4 stars. Can I repeat that in a live run? I've got 3. All I need is me to do that, the game not to crash, and me not to crash. Pressure. Okay, and a small edit. I will just actually leave it with that practice run, because that's me putting in a 1:13.3 time in the actual live. So messed up in 2 different ways, in ways that I haven't done in any of our practice runs in this, which makes perfect sense in a live Grand Prix. So meh. Realistically, the runs are both flawed in new and wonderful ways, including a weird way in physics when I'm coming out of that cave where the car on a second attempt just cracked and popped up into the air on the landing down, which I haven't actually seen happen before in this track. The only thing I could guess is because the SC18's slightly longer length than a regular car, but at the same time, that was weird, and it was obviously going to happen in the actual thing. It's placed me in 3rd position in my group for now anyway, that run. Not nearly as decent as the practice time. I'm currently in 2nd, and the person who is taking 45 points from today, it seems like as of right now at least, is someone who didn't perform fantastically well in the first day. So I will just let this one ride out with the last 13 hours or so to finish up on that. But whoa, live Grand Prix times. I'd normally prefer to do them a bit earlier as well. It's just a case of that hasn't been possible for me with the last day or so. And yeah, but there's only 13 hours left in this one, so hopefully people are doing okay with it. But yeah, that's me in position 2 here in my group. And yeah, like I said, there is still 1 or 2 other people to race in this. My main want from this is that key. And yeah, I'll have to see how these runs go, because like I said, the times have been a bit all over the place with the people who are in the first 2 days. There's already somebody who was like not that great on the first one, did a really awesome time on the second one. They're actually in second place at the moment. And yeah, I'd be kind of like curious to see how it starts to balance out. One thing I'd always say with these Grand Prix is consistency is very important. So obviously you can't miss out on any days. And yeah, like there's 5 keys in my group. I'm happy with a key. If I get a decal, cool. An import part would also be quite nice to slot in there into that acceleration thing, because yeah, that's the car as I will be leaving it now, I think, for the rest of this Grand Prix. I'm almost certain anyway. And I'll soak up some more of those blueprints from the practice rounds, and yeah, obviously bring that into the repeat time when this comes around. But as for now, yeah, I've been really enjoying that SC18. King or not, I think it's a very fun car, and definitely a lovely one to kind of have in the A class. I think that'll be really useful going forward for the Platinum League and Multiplayer 1 for, yeah, at least just the fact of like it is an S-Class car for all intents and purposes, but yeah, sitting handily inside the A-Class for us to use. But yeah, hopefully you guys are doing okay in these and getting to do proper live runs somewhere in line with your practice. Obviously there's like a pressure element to this, which sucks, but guys, I always say it, if you haven't already subbed, there's a sub button up there over my head, and other videos from me here and here. I have to look that way because I'm not sure if my camera's mirrored inside this room. But yeah guys, good luck always and drive safe.